We're very happy to have you, the director and at least one member of the cast of Papa times three in English.
Yes.
How you would say it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. In English, it's called three kids and a dad.
3 kids and a dad. Okay, that's all.
3 kids and an adult.
A dad.
And a dad.
And a dad. Oh, 3
Yeah.
kids and a dad. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that's it's almost like the French movie three men
And a baby.
and a baby or something like that.
But Shakir, I prefer your version. Papa times 3.
Okay. Well, it is a very nice and heartwarming comedy that let us laugh at situations, yet feel very close to the ordeal that the main character goes through in this whole movie from the beginning to the end. And also, I don't want to say too much about it because you're supposed to be talking about the movie.
Shakir, do you know that the main character is actually Sandro, the director of the movie?
It's inspiring me, but not
based on his life.
It's not the whole story.
Is that true? Because I can't recognize you now as you are.
It's not me exactly, but the story is based in part of my life. I have 3 kids and I am a dad, but my kids is live in Canada.
They are older right now.
Right now are older.
That story, it's about it's inspired in Sandro's life like 20 years ago, more or less, 15 years ago.
Maybe 25. Maybe
25 years ago. Well, it's the best stories are the one rooted in reality, because reality so many times is even funnier, nicer than fiction. It's more interesting than fiction in many situations, in many stories. But tell me how. So now I know how it started. It started from your personal experience.
Yeah.
But how did the idea of the movie start in your head? Because it's one thing living this, and then another thing deciding to make a movie out of
it. 2 friends of mine and directors too, always told me my story is very unique. I had 3 kids. 18 years old, I have 3 kids, and 20 years old, or 18, 20 years old, I have 3 kids, and I live with theirs. I don't know no sé si estoy hablándolo bien, pero más o menos eso.
Yeah. Well, what he's saying that with 20 years old, he already had three children living with him, right?
With me. And when I'm separated with my ex-wife, I live with my kids, and it's a experience to. I live with them. When I have 40. I live with. Los crié. I am raised.
He raised them till he was 40, right?
Yeah.
O sea, desde los 20 hasta los 40.
Yeah, it's all my life with kids, and all my friends and colleagues say to me, "Wow, this is a particular story." First, I don't know. It's very difficult first. I am very, very afraid to tell a story my story, something so personal, but I think it's something you said. I saw this. I saw my story, and it's more funny than tragic. And in this moment, I said, well, I write.
Okay. So yeah. Well, exactly. When as soon as you abandon the, let's say, the character, because you are the character of your own movie, but you have to look at it now from the screenwriter point of view, and then you realize that it is very funny, because it's not funny for the character, being in that situation.
At that moment, it wasn't funny at all,
No,
especially at the beginning.
Yeah, and it is a situation where quite a few young couples fall into, I suppose. They would marry because they're in love very young, maybe when they're 20, and the girl, maybe she's 18 or 17. And then it's so easy to have kids at that age, It just happens naturally,
It just happens naturally, yeah.
And then at one point you're not even over your age of crazy madness age, but you're already a father of 3. It's incredible, because when you're 22, 23, you want to party, you want to have fun,
all
you
day,
want to have
all night,
all the girls of the world, and then you have this
That's
responsibility.
not me. That's not me. Not me.
Not you.
Yeah.
Well, your character had this drive. Your character wanted to have a lot of fun, and then he got stuck with the kids because the ex-wife wants him to take care of them for a little while, and worse, she is thinking of traveling, and it's in fact the situation is very, I don't want to spoil the film in this interview, but I still want you to talk about it, because you are using very normal situations in life, but that really put characters in extreme positions, totally in extreme positions. The guy wants to live a bachelor's life and have fun, and he's stuck with 3 kids, and he's and he should be behaving as a father with them, and it's a situation that he
are
can't
like normal situations with atypic limitations, right?
All right.
Yeah.
And also his family, his friends, all the people around Rafael, for all it's a not typical situation, and they can handle the situation. It's very difficult for all. All try to, maybe except their parents, but all the people around Rafael try to give the best advice, but maybe in this age the best advice is not the best advice. Maybe the parents, the father and the mother, are the mothers. I think well, the father also, but are the only who had the experience to advise something real, but their friends, I think he hacen el mejor esfuerzo. He makes his best effort.
Yes, I think that it's like life continues for everyone around Rafael, right? It's like the typical situation is for Rafael, the main character, but for any other character, life continues.
Yes.
So the movie talks a lot about empathy, right? As well.
That's right. Because had kids in the 20s, for all, it is very strange. The character of Peláez, Jose Peláez, is a guy who work and don't think in kids. He's thinking in work and in girls and in party. And the other character is Javi, is a friend, maybe a little, ¿cómo diría? Volado, a strange character of Javi, not the
It's
other
some
friend.
kind of artist, bohemian artist,
Yeah.
with no responsibility at all, right? So what he's trying to say is that his two friends, the two friends of the main characters, are people that are completely different in a whole completely different moment of their lives, right?
And maybe Rafael is more confused about these two characters.
Well, it's true. I think you managed very well to isolate the character, because even the parents said, "Hey, that's your responsibility. We're your parents, but we're not gonna raise your kids for you. We can maybe take them to school, and that's it. This
you
was
pay me
also
for taking to the school.
exactly.
You pay the gasoline."
And yeah, you have to pay for gas. And also, I think the choice was very smart. In fact, to put the weight on a man's shoulder, the father, because we are more used to see the mothers, even though they're very young, and they would sacrifice for the kids. The mothers are more, if they have kids, then they would say, all right, I'll take care of the kids. But putting this weight on a father's shoulder, then it's really atypical, and it's really pushing the character to his really the zones that he has never explored, and where he's really lost emotionally.
He has no exit. He just have to raise his kids or leave them in the street.
So he lives this crisis within himself. He's really torn apart, because he wants to stay on the same course he was on, and he tries to mingle between the two, and at the same time he wants to be a good father. And obviously it's difficult to do both, because you get into situations where the kid go into your bedroom and find some situations they're not supposed to find, and that's really what makes it a nice comedy. All these situations where he should not be involving his kids, and even himself getting involved in school in a way where he would run away and let them run away with him, all these funny situations, So that was brilliantly done in the movie, and it gives us a lot of empathy for this young man,
I think it's because it's an apprenticeship for Rafael. So he learned in all that adventure to be a father. At the beginning, he said to her ex-wife, "You are the mother, but you are the mother," and he don't understand the responsibilities for two. And at the end of the film, not the end, but he said, "But I am the father." He learned to be a father, and
exactly, yeah. Well, exactly, that's it. In fact, this is maybe also you're giving a very nice message about the machismo that we may have in the Mediterranean area,
society,
other places. We just deciding, okay, you're the mother, you should take care of this, or you're the wife, you should take care of this and that. And but he couldn't get away with this, and it did a lot of good to him, because what's really very nice also in the story is to see how he is transforming, because that didn't happen at once. You know, it took him a lot of pain and effort to change, and but at the same time, the reward is that Rafael is learning how to become a father, and it's very rewarding to him, you know, and then you know, up to the point where at the end of the movie, you know, he's ready to keep them, you know, and he'd like even to keep them, but they will go away, and it's you know, that's life. So
That's life.
you know, but he learned the lesson, and I think it made him a better person, and it made him grow and really, yeah.
And
So,
he's a father in always. Maybe the distance is too far. In the film, the kids go to Australia. I remember, no, in Australia.
exactly.
In the real life, it's Canada, but in the film, it's Australia. But I think Rafael and I always be a father. No import. The distance is not important. We'll be a father always.
Exactly. It's fatherhood is just a switch in our brain and our emotions, and obviously once it is done, then you can no longer return to what you were before, because you once you understand and have this consciousness of being a father of somebody else, then it's with you, it sticks with you. It's like you know, getting bold, you know. It's it becomes part of you. You can't escape it. But that's very nice. It's very nicely done, and I compliment you for also this arc of transformation of the main character, and also the kids also there. And I want you to maybe to tell us a few words about working with the kids, and also seeing how these kids are also starting to like their father more and more, and how you know the situation evolves even for them, you know. And I think also that's something interesting that you showed. So tell us about your experience with working with kids.
We found a kid in the two I don't Diego and Mia, the elders. We found in a play in a theater, and Facundo is el más chico, the younger is I saw
in Natividad, I think, right?
Yeah.
Of some kind of pasta, right? Pasta.
Yes, it's a ad with pasta and a football player.
It was a very popular advertising during the World Cup.
Okay.
This kid was in this TV commercial, right, eating pasta with a very well-known football player. During the World Cup times, you know.
Okay.
So.
And I think when I see Facundo, it's like my real child, my kid, Alain. The youngest, my youngest son is like him. It's very funny, and his smile is la sonrisa pícara.
I don't know how to say pícaro in English, but it's like what? It's the smile. It's like Sandro felt the same energy between his real son and Facundo, the actor that plays his son, right?
Yeah, and I call his Mischievous smile. Mischievous smile. The Google Translate. Mischievous smile.
Yeah, he's saying about a particular smile that is very similar between his son and this kid.
And we call for a casting, and the Sandra is who worked with us and make the casting. Called me and said, "This is the best casting ever and ever." And Facundo is Piero, and that's it. And we shoot the film in 25 days, and it's very. I think. Uh, but I think maybe it's very difficult, but it's not for the kids. I said because maybe the kids are tired. I think that, but the kids are very
Very professional.
It's el motor, the motor of the energy of the crew, no?
Yeah, exactly.
Were they on vacation when you shot the movie, or how did you manage to get them to shoot? Were they on vacation? Or?
Yeah, it's vacation. No, I don't remember when we. Do you remember?
Well, probably they missed 1 or 2 days of school.
Yeah.
They are doing the movie.
Probably, yeah.
I don't think that if they want to become a doctor or something like that, that this thing was going to interfere in this program.
Yeah, Diego and Mia work in theater and TV all the year and are very professional.
Yeah.
It's very professional actors. And
at their short age, they are already kind of professional.
Yeah. Maybe homeschool for two. And Facundo, he always said he wanted to be a football player, and he played very good. He played with all the crew and in el arco.
He was the goalkeeper.
And it's incredible. And he's a very good actor. I worked with him in 2 months ago in another movie, and he is great. It's very natural, but he wants to be a soccer player.
Seriously.
Well, that's good. That could be also something very nice for a kid. And I'd like to go back to the choice of comedy, because I want to know, we are a comedy festival and we're always interested in how directors perceive comedy. Are you a comedy writer and director, or did you choose this time comedy to tackle this theme that you tackled in the movie? What are your choices when it comes to comedy?
I like very much comedy. I am very a fan of classic comedy movies. I am a very fan of Chaplin, Buster Keaton, or Ernest Lubitsch. I'm very fan, and Billy Wilder. I don't know many names in my head. I like other genres like the thriller, Hitchcock, and that stuff of directors. But when I write the comedy, I think the comedy is in life every day. Also, now in Peru, it's election days, and the 2 candidates are it's a tie, un empate, no? It's an empate técnico, technical tie, and no queda otra que reír.
Sometimes what happens in real life is already comedy, so sometimes it's kind of easy to just write about those things. Sometimes there is not any other alternative to just laugh to think what happens in life, right?
And Jose tell the situation for Rafael is not funny. It's not comedy for Rafael, but for Lalo, for Javi, maybe yes, it's a very strange situation, and in particular moments, it's funny. I think Lalo se divierte con las with the situation. It makes him laugh, Lalo, no? And a friend like Javi is other particular character with a strange face and movement. I think my approach to the comedy in Three Kids and a Dad is not for Rafael. It's for all. It's desde afuera. From outside, I see comedy in the situation. But for Rafael,
he lives hell. At one point,
yes,
he was living hell. But to us, it's funny.
Yes. Rafael is a little. I don't know, little, maybe immature, no? It's an immature guy. I think that in the film, women are somehow more mature than men, and that's funny also. The women are more mature. All the women in film is very mature. The mother, Lorena, all the characters are se me fue la palabra, enfrentan la vida. A ver si me ayudas ahí.
They confront life.
Confront life. Very,
more
very different
realistic,
to Rafael.
More realistic approach.
And I think the woman is more realistic, more
mature.
So yeah,
it's maturity. Yeah, maturity. Yeah. So.
And that's funny also, in some way.
Yes. In fact, pinpointing to those aspects of the characters and how they could be extreme is very also puts them in these situations, the comedy situations, are you more of inclined to write comedy, or do you only for this project you were thinking of in comedy terms? Are you a comedy filmmaker? Would you say that? Or?
No, I work more in comedy. I feel good in comedy, but I'm also write our films. For me,
what is cool about Sandro is that he's a writer, a director, and he's also the producer of one of the main production companies here in Peru. So he can manage and he can do his own projects, but most of his projects have been comedy, right?
I want to clarify a point here, because I've just heard you say that the production company is from Peru, but the film is the film Spanish or Peruvian?
Peruvian.
Okay. Well, somehow we thought the film was Spanish. So we need to change that. We need to change.
Okay, that's okay. No, it's all in Peru. It's a Peruvian production.
Well, I'm sorry. We for I don't know what reason. I think it was on the platform where you sent us the film. I think it was mentioning Spain. Maybe the distribution is from Spain or
the language.
Or the language, maybe. And we understood that it was a Spanish movie, but in fact, your film represents Peru, not Spain.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
the winning film is going to be a Peruvian film. Please write that.
Es una gran alegría para Perú ahora, ¿no?
Yeah.
Right now, it's a great joy because
And
Peru,
where? Excuse me. Where did you shoot it? Did you shoot it in
in
Peru?
Lima. In Lima,
In
yes.
Lima.
Peru.
Okay, in the capital. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that explains a lot of things now.
And you talk about the comedy in the movie, and I told you about Rafael, and he's living in hell. His life is living hell. When I want to choose the actors for the film, Juan Carlos is Rafael is in the film. He's not a comedy actor. He's a actor in
Drama.
more in drama, no?
More drama than comedy. He's more interested in drama.
And for that, I think the two friends maybe are more are unique. And are more comedians. Maybe, o sea, José Peláez is not a comedy. It's not a comedian, but it's very funny. As you see.
José Peláez is me, by the way.
Yeah, José, I understood that. Yeah.
His personality is very, very funny, and he's a very, very happy guy. and Claret is
just in my public life.
It's not true. No. And Claret is Javi. He's a Bohemian actor with a very particular como que de movimiento.
Energy, yes.
Energy, yes.
Body language.
Yeah. And it's very, both are very funny because, and I think, well, these two people are very funny, and Juan Carlos is a serious actor. He's funny in real life, but he's a real actor. Maybe it's a good combination for comedy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you understand, right, Shakir? He tried to put a drama actor with two people more orientated to comedy, and this match between these three people makes things more funnier.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it's a very good choice. As a matter of fact, it's a support to the main character. Yet it's a support that brings in comedy in it, and it's very nice. We can feel that. We can feel how we still give to the main character this. We understand his ordeal, and we know that it's serious business for him. Whatever happens to him, yet we can't help ourselves from laughing, just like if we were also one of his friends, his funny friends. We see the situation from outside, so we're capable of laughing about the situation. Yes. But can you tell me, is this your first feature, or have you done other features? Are you?
No, not my first feature. It's my 7 or 8 feature, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 2 film shooting complete, and with not released in Peru because the movie theaters is
they're closed by now.
Oh, they're still closed. The movie theaters still closed.
Still closed. Yeah. We have 3 movies. One is I am a producer, and 2 I am a director. But I don't know when.
When that will. It's all over the world. We have now this situation where we have many films online waiting for the movie theaters to open. So even when they will open, they will be jammed because there are so many movies that want to be in the movies that I don't know. They will give maybe a day to each movie.
Exactly.
So it's a funny situation we're living. But you've sent your movie, this movie, to I suppose festivals, and can you tell us about the reaction and how are you happy with it?
All the quarantine, we very very happy news. La película nos trajo muchas películas.
Yeah, that we receive a lot of good news from the movie, because the movie has been already in 30 festivals and it already won 7 festivals. With a Rabat-Comedy Festival will be 8.
Wow, that's great.
24 festival. Have 24 festival and 7 awards, and it's we received.
That's a very nice ratio. Very
the grandmother.
Very respectable ratio.
The actress who performs the grandmother, Camucha Negrete, is a great actress here in Peru. Won an award in United States, the best actress.
Okay, that's
it's a very happy news for all the crew. And
it's a movie that is bringing us a lot of happiness. Seriously.
Yeah. I agree with you, and also putting us back into family terms. You know, we're everybody loves family at the end. You know, because we love our families, and we need to put ourselves in that world, especially when just like for you, the experience is over, and what is left is the memories of the experience. So those memories are comforted by movies like this movie, because it brings us back to time when we were younger parents, and the situations we had to live sometimes with our kids.
I see the movie, and I crying now with the end.
He already watched the movie like 100 times and he's still crying. Shakir, well, there is a detail very interesting that we haven't talked about it. That is that Sandro's kids actually worked in the movie.
Worked in my movie, yeah.
His daughter is one of the he works in the producer with him, and his 2 kids worked in the music of the film as well.
The musicians?
Yeah, my older and my younger kids, Sandro and Alen, are the composer of the music and 2 songs in the movie. The 2 songs, the 2 final songs, no, the 2 of the in the end song. I don't know.
Well,
and all the score, all the music, all are my kids. My kids are composed. They compose. Both live in Canada, in Toronto, and.
Well, that's wonderful, and it's good to know. So also in Peru, cinema is a family business, I suppose. Like here in Morocco, a lot of companies are family companies. You know, where everyone working in different things in cinema. You know.
The Rabat Festival, the Rabat-Comedy Festival, the rest of it, is a presential festival.
Yes, this is the 2nd edition. The first one was presential. This year we couldn't. We waited. In fact, this was supposed to be 2020 edition, but because we couldn't find they wouldn't open the movie theaters, and we waited, and then at the end we said we're gonna do it online, because we can't just and now they announced that the theaters are open, but it's too late. We're already doing it online. so that was very interesting, listening to you and listening to your this story, this wonderful story, and really I encourage anyone who has the talent to do comedy to continue doing comedies, because it's such a beautiful universal language that people appreciate all over the world, and especially when it is not really culturally rooted, when it's something that's universal, like family and issues that everybody can relate to. And I wish you the best luck for this festival and other festivals, because hopefully the jury will feel whatever we felt when we saw hopefully they'll all start crying just like Sandro after they see this movie.
For sure.
And but the point is, as I was saying, hopefully also next year it will be a presential festival, and if you have a comedy ready for us, then we'll make sure to bring you both to Morocco. So that,
we hope to go to Morocco and the festival.
That's the initial plan, exactly.
You'll get to know this side of Africa. We're facing also the sea to our west, just like Peru. We face the sea, so we see west when we look at the sea, and it's so the sunset is in the west, in the sea, just like for you guys. But it's probably going to be different from your country, and it would be maybe a nice place to visit also. And thank you again.
You know Peru?
Sorry? No, I have never been. I have never been to South America. As a matter of fact, I went to Mexico and States and Canada, but never in southern part of
I've been in Marrakesh. I love it.
Have you? Ah, that's great.
Yeah, of course. Like 10 years ago, 9 or 10 years ago, I went to Marrakesh. I was studying in Spain, and I had a Brazilian girlfriend who knows to ride motorbikes. So we rented a motorbike and she was the one driving the motorbike. and everyone was like watching us like very weird, because there were not that many women riding motorbikes, and I was like this.
Well, that's really funny what you're saying.
It's other comedy movie.
No, listen, I wrote as a matter of fact scripts, because I'm also a screenwriter and a director. Wow. And I wrote a script about a story about this adventure, this road movie, where the lead is a woman on a motorbike, and the guy is a Moroccan guy. She's Spanish, and he's Moroccan, and he sits in the back, and he holds to her because she's she's a good motorbike rider, and he's he looks a bit afraid when he's behind him. And it's always a nice thing to portray a strong woman with a guy who wants to be strong, but we feel that he's not that strong,
yeah, exactly, like me.
Well, that's nice, and let's hope you can come back to Marrakesh another time, so that you could visit you and Sandro. Well, guys, thank you so much. Thank you very much. And sorry for the inconvenience. This small technical perturbation. And,
no problem. No problem.
And please join us on the ceremony, the closing ceremony. We don't have an opening ceremony, but we have a closing ceremony on the 26th, where we're going to be giving the awards. And we'd like very much to have you, and wishing you the best luck for that ceremony. And we'll send you links for that. We'll send you also links to follow the movies, so that you could watch the other movies, so that you can get a feel of the competition. What is the competition?
No fear, Shakir, no fear.
Okay, well, the excitement of
exactly. And nice to meet you, Shakir. You are really fun.
Nice meeting you. All right.
Thank you very much.
Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself.
Take care.
Bye-bye
You too,
now.
my
Take care.
friend.
Bye-bye
Take
now.
care. All
Bye-bye.
the
Take
best.
care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.